All right, so Supreme MURDA, my man. What's up, YouTube, or whoever's watching this? This is a new part of the interview. So, Supreme, can you tell the people about your name, Supreme MURDA? What does it mean, and where did it come from?
Okay, well, Supreme MURDA came from back in 1990. I ended up getting, locked up for a homicide. And thank God that I didn't do the rest of my life. I ended up doing a 10 to 15 for manslaughter. Because they knew it wasn't, where I plotted and planned to try to do this killing.
Right.
And it just happened, So they gave me a manslaughter deal. And I took the 10 to 15. I ended up doing 8 years, 9 months on that 10 to 15. Actually, 8 years, 7 months.
Okay. And so when you got out, what year was it you got out? 1998, 1999?
99.
99.
1999.
Damn, so you missed the entire 90s.
I went in 1990.
Jeez. All right, so you got out in 99, and obviously you had been rapping since before you even got locked up for this.
Before I even went in.
Right, so that hip-hop spark was definitely prospering in your mind when you were locked up.
That and DJing. I started out...
Right, you had the drumming. The drumming was your root, so that was, that evolves into DJing and turntablism.
Yeah, I mean, I got my turntables in 1981.
Wow.
So I was like DJing way before I got locked up.
All right. So okay. So tell the people. My phone's on low battery. We got to try to wrap this up in about a minute or so. So you got out in '99. So tell them how the name Supreme MURDA came about. Obviously, you had a murder charge.
Yeah, and I bumped into some guys in Rikers Island in New York.
Right.
In '87.
Okay.
And they gave me the name Supreme.
Okay.
They was like, yo. They were trying to, take everything from me, my sneakers, whatever I had. Them motherfuckers in New York are ruthless.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And they were like, I was fighting with them. They're like, no, you're not taking my shit.
Right.
And they were like, yo, and you're from Boston. So they started calling me Boston.
Okay.
With a slang accent.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Boston.
Boston. Yeah, Boston.
What's up, Boston?
Yep.
And they were like, yo, you ain't trying to give up. And the 5%ers of the Nation of Islam heard about it. And they called me to come to one of their services on Friday.
Okay.
So Friday I went up to their services. They like, yo, we hear you having mad problems in the block. Because where you at? I was like in C74. I was in 4 Upper. And they're like, yo, we done sent the word to them motherfuckers up there.
Yep.
Don't touch him anymore. Just because he's from another state. Y'all niggas trying to, rush up on him and he see he's fighting for his shit.
Right.
So he's not a bitch.
Right.
But he can't whoop all y'all.
Right.
So the 5%ers of the Nation of Islam sent word to them. And that shit ceased.
Wow.
Was no more problem at all.
Wow.
Not saying they liked me after that.
Right. But they had to just let it lie.
But they didn't fuck with me no more after that.
Wow.
So I was good.
And so that's how you got to the Supreme.
That's how I got
So now tie it into MURDA.
Well, MURDA stands for Most Underrated Rapper
Doing It Always. That's it.
And that's where I came up with the murder part.
Right, because obviously that has to do with the...
Not only that, I caught a murder beef, like I said, in 1990.
Right, so you, now this was, I had never really asked you this. I just kind of put 2 and 2 together. I kind of assumed that, you took this horrific circumstance of which you had to waste 8+ years of your life, and you turned it into kind of like a clever, funny acronym to further enhance your pre-existing alias.
Right.
Supreme MURDA. You're looking at him right here, and where are we? We're in Boston, Massachusetts. We're in Roxbury, Massachusetts. We're in Mission fucking Hill.
Thank you.
And this is Organic Sludge, bringing it to you live.
Organic Sludge, bringing it to you live, player.
And you better be ready.
And you better be ready with my CD drop.
Yup.
Because if not, I'm going to be the one that's standing on top.
Well, that's going to be the case anyway. But you're a nice enough person. We're nice enough guys. We at least like to extend the invite for people to join us at the top before this shit drops. Because it ain't never gonna fucking stop. And he ain't never gonna fucking flop. You know that.
Right, motherfucker. You already know, nigga.
And if you don't, well,
you're gonna
now you know.
Now you know.
Rest in peace to Biggie Smalls and all the other fallen soldiers on the battlefield. Anything else you'd like to say, Supreme, before we wrap this up?
I want to say?
Please.
There's a lot of dudes out here in the game that are only getting over because they have a good production team.
Right, that's a fact.
But their lyrics,
whack.
They're whack. They're not
and we ain't even got to say
that.
No names. You know, it's pretty obvious to tell.
I'm not going to put nobody out there.
Right.
That's not what I do. I'm not trying to bring beef into the game.
Right, and we're not trying to ruin nobody's careers.
No. And I'm not even signed yet. So why would I want to bring beef to somebody that's already signed?
Right.
What I'm going to do, though, once I am signed and I get in the game, if you motherfuckers are still spitting that whack shit, I'm going to put your bitch asses out there.
You already know. Well, we already know. Believe that. But all y'all are going to fucking know in due time. In due rhyme.
Sludge.
Organic sludge.
It's the name of the label.
That's right. And it ain't no fucking fable.
Hang your ass like cables.
Yup. It's like Kane out here killing fucking Abel.
Coming at Abel.
Yup. So go and tell Mabel.
We stable.
All right. I think that's enough for now. We don't want to shake them too much.